But guess what? Jesus loves me, this I know, because the Bible tells me so.
Oh no! Watch this, the man at XqLusivaSoundsUKTV represent for exclusive.
What's up? Baby, let's go! The conspiracy to turn ordinary, progressive, ambitious Jamaicans into some real worthless Christmites. It is happening. So we have in the conversations because they go to podiums and they're ready to embarrass bright young people that owe student loan. But I will be here to remind you that the Prime Minister of this country, his name was published as a delinquent. And I truly remember the artist's name, but he said, "Look at me now, my dream, yeah. Look at the Prime Minister now with him delinquent self. My party leader is a liar and your leader is not. You see, if he's a labourite in a Westmoreland and you don't like it, go dip up somewhere. I'm going to run you down and kick off your face and I'm going to make headlines."
Now welcome back to another exclusive live. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review.
Getting on my life before I start work for myself. Jamaicans for Justice was the place to be. Yeah? But then I went on a big case and I won a big case and I was on the big case and I became big. Yeah. So silver and gold will vanish away, but a good quality education and a degree will never decay. So we want to get these borrow money for go get the education where you can't.
Now bless up yourself, my viewers and my subscribers. Here we have Isat Buchanan, mad head chip, mad sick head not good. Now many are gonna say he's a MP and him shouldn't be behaving like this. This behavior is not acceptable. But these are the kind of MP we need, because the man is talking the truth and nothing but the truth. No one if you hear all the man letting you know that even the Prime Minister of the country, him still didn't pay fame student loan, but him want come announce and embarrass student that can't afford to pay them student loan. Isat Buchanan is saying frankly that education in Jamaica should be free, because education is the key. Mr. HOLNESS, if you want to give the nation something that's not gonna decay, give them some education. Educate the people them. Why not give the people them free education? Ain't you know that education is the most important thing to the people of Jamaica? Now, Mr. Isat Buchanan, take it away.
My party leader is a liar and your leader is not. You see, if he's a labourite in a Westmoreland and you don't like it, go dip up somewhere. I'm going to run you down and kick off your face and I'm going to make headlines. Yeah. Don't size up with me. We are talk about bench. And even if my bench, me have my education. And even if them want bench me, bench is good. As long as they give me sponge to sit down on. Because my sciatica will act up. Who don't worry about me and my bench. Who don't worry about me and my party. Who don't worry about me and my party leader. Go and look at work. Go and vote for your handle. Go and do what you want. Leave me and the PNP alone. Me and the PNP is good. Me and every member of parliament is friend. Me I keep my football league and all of them are help me with my football league. All of my PNP friend them we are friend. All of the council them except the one them where is a wicked, evil and crossy floor. Wanna leave me alone. Cause if you start me up in here today, me I go make Nationwide tomorrow. Me I go make Observer tomorrow. Me I go make CNN. Me I go make BBC. Wanna allow me and PNP. Me arrange. Me I march on to progress. Time come. Wanna leave me because if my answer no can't take it. And this is July. This is the month and the week and time when I say something and I gotta make 9 headlines. Why don't you just leave me alone about bench? Eh? At least I'm on a team. And the PNP is my team. And the moderators never block you. But the show I got done because I got talk about this bench till me finish. And every member of parliament in the People's National Party them bright. And all of we can talk. And none of we not dunce. And all of we can read the prayer. And the people them will vote for we have sense. And we never have to rob, borrow, thief, or do nothing. And the people them will vote for me have sense. And we are gonna have fun tonight at my football league. And we are alright. And the vendor them alright. Yeah? And the picnic them are gonna get tablet tonight. Bring down your picnic come a Carter Park tonight. I'm gonna give the whole of them tablet. If you don't know nothing to do, I'm gonna check your ID for make sure it's Portland Eastern you come from. Cause if you don't come from Portland Eastern, you're not get nothing from Isat except the one police who may go help for go to law school. And if you trouble me about bench, let me tell you something. When you not gonna sit down on a chair, when you not go on a church and go in at the pew and sit down on the bench, when you not gonna read Psalms 121 and leave me and the PNP alone, we good. Because we no matter what we do, God don't tell me say we are gonna farm the next government of Jamaica. I mean not care what I want about Mark Golden. Mark Golden is my party leader. And as long as Mark Golden is a leader of opposition, I don't care when nobody wants it. And you can put my name as one of the 12 disciples and then can bench me from the 12 there too. I mean not care. I went to parliament yesterday and me saying a parliament and the thing them did for say, make a play that video there because I don't want the time run. And let me tell you something. If you don't want to learn about parliament, ask me. Me would tell you no come dead and no. Yeah? Because me never do one degree when in history. I went to law. And I graduated with first class honors. And the only reason why me never get student loan is because me did whole. And nobody never wants to sign for me because me did have two conviction. And if me did borrow the student loan, me wouldn't pay it back. Me wouldn't pay it back. And all if you did publish it and did bench me still wouldn't pay it back. Cause me believe say everybody forget free education. So whoever bench me if you're bad, call Mark and tell him for bench me. Cause me still not vex with Mark. And one time he was the head of the human rights chair and me resigned because me now make nobody this Mark Golden. So say whatever you want. And if you don't want to send me a gift, I don't care. Me work somewhere. And if you don't want to tap up the screen, I'm not going to block you. And this show, context matters not done till me make you know, say, no matter how much headline nationwide war put out because them idle, PNP is still going to form the next government. And all who want vex. And if you want to be a political analyst because you couldn't be a lawyer and you don't work nowhere, and you have your friend them, put it out and say this. And me can speak the English language. And me can speak patois. And my father is big youth. And him never make me have to go look at work. And him still give me an allowance cause my daddy that. And me still love my mother. Even if my mother loves Zambo better than me. And because my brother and sister them brighter than me. And my head chip right now. No matter what I say. And all if you don't want to talk about the way Vaz and Region 6, him still a MP and you are not. And we still PNP and we just need 4 more seats. And I promise you, we gonna get it. And all if you don't want me a Chinese and cross the floor, you was not PNP from morning. And if you want to say me a comfy, me comfy and not when you say me back broad and me don't care. And you see right now, because this is my show and context matters, me don't know where you Jimmy where you bright yourself for. Jimmy True Shoes, where you come from my life for? You know that. So if you have the money, give them the scholarship because them don't have to pay it back. Because here they were and thought the world was built of straw or built by their mother because they never know the wicked and the evil out there. That when you come out and you graduate with first class honors, them still are going to give them red friend them and them still are going to call and say I know a gang and put you in an interview and walk and tell people say you did have on the wrong shoes or them never like say you never put your hair back. You know when I was in law school, I doing etiquette class and them told me I would never get a job because my dreadlocks too long. And if I wasn't prepared to cut it, that it not flowing down my head, or I will have to pull it back. But if I pull it back, my forehead too big, so they don't know if I would ever land a job. It was the most hurtful conversation that I had, but guess what? Nobody may hire me. Nobody may hire me. One job me hold for 3 months, 90 days, up at Jamaicans to Justice, and me have to walk, leave that. Yeah? Just understand what I'm saying. So you see, because I know, so the people them, nepotism run the thing. Of course you're going to graduate with your history degree. Of course you're going to graduate with your English degree. Of course you're going to graduate with your political science. Of course you are going to graduate and come out a carry mark. Of course you're going to graduate with somebody asked me, what's the pay good at JJ? The best pay I ever get in my life before I start work for myself. Jamaicans for Justice was the place to be. Yeah? But then I went on a big case, and I won a big case, and I was on the big case, and I became big. Yeah. So silver and gold will vanish away, but a good quality education and a degree will never decay. So all who want to get these borrow money for go get the education where you cannot get for payback, you must be properly advised of the danger in taking degrees that you can't get work from. And if it is you are bright, they are to send you in the directions to try something out of your comfort zone in the university, so that if it's the University of the West Indies, you can be educated. And them days they're long gone, you know. Because the universities have now become a financial hotbed to collect student loan and to do this. You know, every single year, the brightest of the brightest up there, you know what them do? Stop you from doing your exam because your school fee don't pay. The heights of madness reach and kept were not attained by bad mind administrations that prevent you from doing your degree. Yeah? And so me burn that out too. So if we need for work to get back to free education, so we don't have to have this complex conversation about why 50% of the people who borrow from student loan is delinquent. And be like Andrew Holness and just don't pay it back till you get a work. And when student loan are called, say, hey, all if you want publish my paper, publish my name in a paper, it no matter, come here and look at work and not get it. Yeah? Because these days, if you don't know somebody, you're not getting no work. You know much young people down at Portland finish nursing school, the brightest in them class, and then can't even set foot up at the hospital and get a work up there. Because it requires nepotism to get a hospital work at Port Antonio Hospital and the clinic too. Because everything has become politically nasty and disgusting. That these days, if you're not the bedfellow of someone, you can't get a work. When you have your education, where you go take up student loan, forget. That is why when you come on my office and you're bright, you get the money and you don't have to pay it back. And if got $9 million me put in my CDF education fund to make sure say poor people picnic have one less money to find to make sure them get them education, a good one at that. So if it were to me, everybody would have turned lawyer, because there's no saturation. So if you get your law degree and you get called to the bar and you is a lawyer and you want to sit down and don't do nothing with your law degree, and you want to do that because me know say once you're a lawyer, all you have to do is walk in the court and you must can do something right. And there are lawyers who all when you don't know something them say counsel, and that's so it go, come learn something. When me turn lawyer, a police teach me how to talk to judge, because no lawyer never did that teach me nothing. And judges of the Court of Appeal say, Isat, do it this way. Isat, do it that way. And I learned from the judges. And when me get a chance, me go sit down around some erudite King's Counsel and some senior attorneys. And even judges will tell you that there are better practices and better ways. But don't waste your brightness. So as my mother's dunces child, yeah, even I knew that your life would not change if you get, imagine me now with my two big wagga conviction them talk about me going up a university and get history degree. And what kind of history me would I did tell, and what impact would I have on the world? So me don't want to hear nobody going like them want bad up the people who were misguided and had all the hopes and dreams that an education, a tertiary education, would change their lives. Because it cannot be a good education when the world is changing. The world is gone to AI. So coupon you to gone up there about you gone do degree for hospitality services, and you hear them and talk about, oh, we're in the hotel industry now and we want to put up a kiosk. So we don't need 20 people in the reception no more. Them are going to come in and press the button. Imagine me I go a degree if I go be one custom officer for stamp up book, and here I was as my degree done. And me borrow up my student loan and apply. And me hear customs and immigration say, oh, Kiosk, Betty, which are Siri friend and Alexa sister. Yeah, all you have to do is press for them button. We don't need you again. Because we only need 2 custom officers and 26 kiosks. Yeah? And your prime minister say, oh yeah, you know, I just come from Israel a while ago, and even China, and they have donated $30 billion worth of kiosks and $30 billion of computer. And you know what's wrong with Jamaica is there are no skilled workers. And yes, we gave you student loan so you could go and do that, but times are changing. We don't need them anymore. And if you don't find something to do with your vagrancy, worthless self, you're going to meet the judge or meet your maker. And the JCF is going to kick out your teeth and lick out the car glass. And if you ever dare take up the iPhone where you use and dip on TikTok live and I tell them tap up the screen, well take with that and seize that and investigate you for identity information, and something will come up and put on another charge when you say you don't get bail, you crasmite. Yeah, man. So the conspiracy to turn ordinary, progressive, ambitious Jamaicans into some real worthless crasmites, it is happening. So we have in the conversations because they go to podiums and they're ready to embarrass bright young people that student loan. But I will be here to remind you that the Prime Minister of this country, his name was published as a delinquent. And I truly remember the artist's name, but he said, look at me now, my dream, yeah. Look at the Prime Minister now with him delinquent self. Yeah? He never remember how much bank account him have. Me don't know what trouble him for. Me don't know what invest. Nesbet, big up Nesbet. Me don't know what trouble him for, cause him did do. I don't know if it's an English degree. I don't know what him do. But he was the Minister of Education. Yeah? And he was delinquent and him published. So when student loan bureau call you, tell them publish you too. So you can be like the Prime Minister of this country and turn Prime Minister. And with any luck, you will turn Minister of Education. But if we get back to the Michael Manley days of free education, we won't have to embarrass the ambitious young minds of this country, and they can become the best versions of themselves because they can get up and go study history. And then says, oh my God, I was up at UE and I was at UTEC and I was at Northern Caribbean, and I was at Case. What were you studying at Case? I was studying agricultural dissemination of the coral reef. And when I'm finished, I'm going to go to Alligator Head, and then I'm going to go to the seminar in the Caribbean, and then I'm going to go to the Antarctica, and I'm going to study about the water, because it's what I want to do. Yeah, you know, that's what I want to do. I want to do Antarctica farming and bring back a little coral reef in Jamaica without owing student loan, because I'm that right now. You know, I want to study how to raise 10 goats, because Damien was going to give me some goats. But my colleagues didn't want the goat. They wanted KFC. And I had to suffer for about 7 years, you know. So if I get the education, I'm going to be good. Yeah. Bring back free education and remove yourself from the podium to report to Jamaica, say 50% of the people then will get student loan delinquent. Because we wouldn't be delinquent if you did run the country to make sure, say, when me go get my degree, me get a job. God, them tell me, say, why me have to have degree? And then that's why Pinky wouldn't this way. Because when Pinky have her X6, because she sell a Brazilian here, and she sell a little Spanish here. And right now, Pinky's hair salon. Yeah, Pinky, may I chat your business. She has sell Spain here and Argentina here. And she say, all of the woman them, we want to go a World Cup here, some Spaniard here and some Argentinian here. Me have the good weave for you. Cause so it go. And when she sell the whole her thing, hear them with them degree with them open. My God, she's such a butto. I don't know how she make the money. Maybe we should call FID, because Pinky too hype. Cause Pinky have sense. I know, say, after she graduate with her 9 subject them I tell her, say, she can't do law, cause law she didn't want to do, and somebody I tell her, borrow some money and go get a history degree. She said, make me go learn how to sew some hair and make some weave, and go on Amazon and buy some nail polish and something and run my business. So a gal or a boy will think him hype with him little degree where can get him a work and get him to pay him student loan. Yeah? Have to beg me a work. And might not respect me, but my bills are paid, and me turn on my AC in my shop and in my yard. And JPS can't style me, because next year me fully solar in a Pinky's hair salon, because me get with the time. And you see all who they right by the wash basin, them better know what them a do, because I too went to Israel and China, and them a sell me some self-washing kiosk. So me soon won't have to hire no girl or no boy who are going to disrespect my customers them, because them are going to come in a Pinky's hair salon, and me are going to tell them, my customer them, to press up this kiosk, and me are going to have a vending machine where the girls them can come and buy the Brazilian hair after the World Cup. The Spain here and the Argentina here are weird right now in a Jamaica. Yeah, and if you buy the hair, your nails can be painted in the Spaniard flag or the Argentina flag for half price. Big up Pinky, because you're smarter than them. Because you never borrow and can't pay back, and a professional wouldn't have to come to the podium and diss you and say them are going to publish your name for being a delinquent like the Prime Minister of this country. How about that? So let's have conversations about academic advisors who will advise our sons and daughters to get specialist degrees, to get degrees that will make them economically viable. Let us have the conversations about why persons are owing. Let us have conversations about why it is that we are having brain drain for other areas and how persons access a transformation in their existence through education. So when my granny said, silver and gold will vanish away, yeah, money must done, but education, a good education will never decay. So nobody feel like you're going to take student loan and go up at the universities, any one of them, and then get an education where it's not a good education. The quality of it doesn't make you escape poverty. Because the only thing I'm going to decay are your front teeth them. And after your front teeth them decay, the JCF now go around for kick them out. When you are going like you want to video them on the roadside, or you feel like say a hike. When we say nobody wearing cameras and you come take out your phone after woman give me bun, I may have to come do this at 12 hours. Your teeth must get kicked out. So those are the conversations that we are to have. And I'm proud of the young JCF member that said, MP, I'm not in your constituency, but I want to do law. Can you help me? Guess what? The answer is yes. Because my spirit tell me, say, if you have the ambition as a police officer to go sign up for the law and get accepted to the University of the West Indies, you shouldn't even have pay $1. And that works for any child in this country. When you're bright, we must preserve your human capital. Because if Jamaica doesn't start to capitalize on the human capital, may I tell you, we're twice defeated in the race of life. Yeah? And I must tell you our secret. I'm telling you our secret. There are many different positions on this conversation. Whether or not student loan should go to people who do idiot degree, or whether tertiary education at any degree is important, because the tertiary experience is what transforms the human. And whether or not, if people choose to do a degree and can't pay back the money, I feed them business done. And the sober position is so long as you are given academic advice of the dangers of taking student loan, that you won't be able to pay back because the degree that you pick perhaps is useless. If you go on to take it anyway, then make sure you chop down your own shame tree, because when the reality of life takes you that you cannot pay back that school fee, you have to be ready for when them call you and say, listen. I suffer, you know. You think me worthless? Me get the degree and it now make no money for me. Don't call back my phone. Publish me. Carry me go to court. Someone can tell the judge, say, I trick me, make me take your money. And chances are the judge did benefit from free education, and I mean yeah, come battle and style. Because when the tank them did a leak over petrol jam, them not just did write that off. When the money did a miss from Ministry of Education, from the permanent secretary to the Minister of Education, all know them in a court about it, that the trial they can't done and that the money they escaping from nearby bushes. So why when the picnic them take the student loan, we not just write off that? Make we write off student loan right now, tomorrow, and start over fresh. Give academic advice, appoint academic advisors, and make them get advice as to what they're entering into. The same way, so them have this system now. Let me show you everything connect and how advice is important. Now imagine them put you on pre-charge bail. You don't even know what pre-charge bail is. Yeah? But I suppose anything with pre-pan, it can be dangerous, because if you don't wrap it up and a little pre-ness has taken place, you might end up be the proud father. So pre is significant. But if it is that pre-charge bail mean them can that pre-charge bail bench me. Let me tell you something about benching. Yeah? About bench me. When I go under the bench, and clean the floor under the bench. You don't worry about bench. Enough people go World Cup and dip on the bench. Half of the Spain team dip on the bench. And if them win the World Cup, them are gonna get them are gonna be part of the team. Nothing wrong with the bench. So whoever want bench me, I'm still a lawyer. Whoever want bench me, me still have me show Context Matters on YouTube, TikTok, Best FM, and also Reggae Global Radio. Well, we are talk about bench. And even if my bench, me have my education. And even if them want bench me, bench is good. As long as they give me sponge for sit down on. Because I'm a sciatica with ACO. Who don't worry about me and my bench. Who don't worry about me and my party. Who don't worry about me and my party leader. Go and look at work. Go and vote for your handle. Go and do what you want. Leave me and the PNP alone. Me and the PNP is good. Me and every member of parliament is friend. Me I keep my football league and all of them help me with my football league. All of my PNP friend them we are friend. All of the council them except the one them where is a wicked, evil and crossy floor. Wanna leave me alone. Cause if you start me up in here today, me I go make Nationwide tomorrow. Me I go make Observer tomorrow. Me I go make CNN. Me I go make BBC, wanna allow me and PNP, me arrange, me a march on to progress, time come, wanna leave me because if my answer no can't take it. And this is July, this is the month and the week and time when I say something and I gotta make 9 headlines. Why don't you just leave me alone about bench, At least I'm on a team. And the PNP is my team. And the moderators never block you. But the show I got done because I got talk about this bench till I finish. And every member of parliament in the People's National Party them bright. And all of we can talk. And none of we not dunce. And all of we can read the prayer. And the people them will vote for we have sense. And we never have to rob, borrow, thief, or do nothing. And the people them will vote for me have sense. And we are gonna have fun tonight at my football league. And we are alright. And the vendor them alright. Yeah? And the picnic them are gonna get tablet tonight. Bring down your picnic come a Carter Park tonight. I'm gonna give the whole of them tablet. If you don't know nothing to do, I'm gonna check your ID for make sure it's Portland Eastern you come from. Cause if you don't come from Portland Eastern, you're not get nothing from Isat except the one police who may go help for go to law school. And if you trouble me about bench, let me tell you something. When you not gonna sit down on a chair, when you not go on a church and go in at the pew and sit down on the bench, when you not gonna read Psalms 121 and leave me and the PNP alone, we good. Because we no matter what we wanna do, God don't tell me say we are gonna farm the next government of Jamaica. I mean not care what I want about Mark Golden. Mark Golden is my party leader. And as long as Mark Golden is a leader of opposition, I don't care when nobody wants it. And you can put my name as one of the 12 disciples and then can bench me from the 12 there too. I mean not care. I win a parliament yesterday and me saying a parliament and I think them did for say, make a play that video there because I don't want the time run. And let me tell you something. If you don't want to learn about parliament, ask me. Me would tell you no come dead and no. Yeah? Because me never do one degree when in history. I went to law. And I graduated with first class honors. And the only reason why me never get student loan is because me did whole. And nobody never wants to sign for me because me did have two conviction. And if me did borrow the student loan, me wouldn't pay it back. Me wouldn't pay it back. And all if you did publish it and did bench me still wouldn't pay it back. Cause me believe say everybody forget free education. So whoever bench me if you're bad, call Mark and tell him for bench me. Cause me still not vex with Mark. And one time he was the head of the human rights chair and me resigned because me now make nobody this Mark Golden. So say whatever you want. And if you don't want to send me a gift, I don't care. Me work somewhere. And if you don't want to tap up the screen, I'm not gonna block you. And this show, context matters not done till me make you know, say, no matter how much headline nationwide want put out because them idle, PNP still gonna form the next government. And all who want vex. And if you want to be a political analyst because you couldn't be a lawyer and you don't work nowhere, and you have your friend them, put it out and say this. And me can speak the English language. And me can speak patois. And my father is big youth. And him never make me have to go look at work. And him still give me an allowance cause my daddy that. And me still love my mother. Even if my mother loves Zambo better than me. And because my brother and sister them brighter than me. And my head chip right now. No matter what I say. And all if you don't want to talk about the way Vaz and Region 6, him still a MP and you are not. And we still PNP and we just need 4 more seats. And I promise you, we gonna get it. And all if you don't want me a Chinese and cross the floor, you was not PNP from morning. And if you want to say me a come for you, me go come for you. And not when you say me back broad and me don't care. And you see right now, because this is my show and context matters, me don't know where you, Jimmy, where you bright yourself up. Jimmy True Shoes, where you come from my life for? This show I got done. This show mash up now. I'm gonna go in on my car. I'm gonna go to Portland. I'm gonna go to Cardi Park. I'm gonna get the picnic them just for feel nice. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna just walk around and look on people picnic. And once them picnic look like a PNP, look like a labor right. Once them come from Portland Eastern, I go give them tablet. And we gonna say a bang. And we're gonna say a PNP do it. And I'm gonna call back Mark Golden, I'm gonna call Peter Bunting, I'm gonna call Damon, I'm gonna say the tablet them done. I'm gonna beg 10 from every one of the MP them and 28 times 10 are 280 tablet. And we're gonna do it back Sunday. I know I got tired of Isat Buchanan. And then Mark can bench me. And all if him bench me, all if him tell me don't come back a Hope Road. Mark Golden, I'm a party leader, I'm not vex with him. I don't care what you want to say. And him is a very good lawyer. My party leader is a lawyer and your leader is not. And everybody who wants size up, who can't size up with me, everything big in Texas, anything who want challenge me, foot, toe, hand, head, shoulder, knee, I am going to do no. So you can put this as a headline. You know what, send me a chat pat where me no sense, I don't care. Tap up the screen, share the live, send me a lion. See me Saturday morning in my pool and your pool me in. And me can go a river like Christopher Tufton. And me can take off my shirt. And my belly don't big unless me eat KFC. And me don't eat KFC no more cause me whole now. And me don't want to catch a heart attack like Phantom Moja. And all if you don't like me, I don't care. I still a PNP. And only people in the Jamaica right now can say something to me and get away with it is Portland Eastern. And I don't care if them is Labour right and PNP. So you see if it's a PNP in Westmoreland and you don't like me, I don't care. You see if it's a Labourite in Westmoreland and you don't like it, go dip up somewhere. Only people can talk to me is the people of Portland Eastern because you see me, I decimate. So if you feel like Mark I go bench me, make him bench me. Because I years me do bench press. Me can bench press 315 pounds and I'm 47-year-old. You want me finish? You want me tell you some more about bench? Me can squat. Me can do everything in the gym. The only person right now in Jamaica can run with me is Oblique Sibyl and everybody on the track team. But you see if he's a regular human being, don't try to rob me, come back and run you down and kick off your face and I'm gonna make headlines. Yeah. Don't size up with me. Because me don't care what you want to say. Me a PNP and PNP are gonna win. I am also a member of Parliament and I'm there for every Jamaican to make sure say we get the legislation right. It's 5:50 and I'm on that point. I'm gonna put things in context for you. Don't come with me, brother. Don't come with me. Don't come for me. Don't come on my live and chat no foolishness. Don't follow people where just don't know nothing and like to create mischief. Because you see at the end of the day, me have every phone number for everybody who in my party. And me talk to them and me can tell you the People's National Party is united. So you see everybody where want to have YouTube channel and this and create confusion. Yeah? When you know if you worry about TCN and corruption and whether them a take away on the land, when you know call me after them a take away on the land, when you know feel say you not style me, you know, don't do it. But guess what? Jesus loves me, this I know because the Bible tells me so. Alright. But as I was saying, there is a truth that cannot be escaped. And that is why the quality education, the degree that you get that will cause you to escape from poverty is not just money poverty, you know. You can be academically impoverished because of your lack of zeal to want to elevate yourself. I don't talk. But this video now, when me I show you. This video right here is the learned Malawu Fort, myself, and Honorable Malawu Fort, and Honorable Mark Jefferson Golding. And we are in committee dealing with the legal specificity, language in law that secures the rights and freedoms and access to justice for the people. And people like No Teeth Jimmy, I don't even know who give you a phone for come on my life and talk. One bright himself. Watch and learn and we'll talk.
Central. The choice between the use of the word habitually and ordinarily. The choice of ordinarily is a better choice. However, I just wish to ask the minister, ordinarily resident does have a legal meaning, and if the intention is to make mediation services available to people who are in Jamaica, it perhaps would make better sense to simply provide for those who are present in Jamaica without a reference to their residence. Because whether someone is ordinarily resident in Jamaica can be the subject of dispute too. So if the aim is to ensure that those who are present in Jamaica can have resort to the domestic mediation services, then the better definition would simply be to refer to people being present in Jamaica. I ask the minister to consider.
I think, Madam Speaker, I would like to stick to the ordinary residents because basically most persons who are present in Jamaica and who would want mediation service are likely to be ordinary resident.
The opposition leader would like to contribute, and then the member from Portland Eastern.
Yeah, the scheme of this seems to be that domestic mediation may apply where the person doesn't just have to be in Jamaica, like a visitor. So they have to be ordinarily resident here in order to have the necessary nexus. I mean, it says domestic mediation means mediation, whether of a commercial nature or otherwise, relating to a dispute arising out of a legal relationship, whether contractual or otherwise, where a party is an individual who is a national of, or, and it would now read, ordinarily resident in Jamaica. And the concept of ordinary residence is really from tax law, but it has a fairly defined meaning, and it's being imported here because of its clarity.
Fine. Yeah. But apart from that, Madam Speaker, the fact that the person is present in Jamaica doesn't mean they can't get mediation. You know, in other words, mediation is always possible whether you're present, but the concept here is that persons who want the service, especially from certified mediators, must be ordinarily resident. Okay?
No,
so I leave it at that, Madam Speaker.
We have a contribution from Member Buchanan.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The ordinary resident is going to prove problematic, and it may a participant may raise jurisdictional issues, and it could very well be that mediation is required for persons who happen to be visiting and is present in Jamaica. The problem we're having, if it remains that way respectfully, is that where persons happen to have conflict that is not necessarily commercial, but is between the two parties, that it would actually restrict them.
The alternative is to put ordinarily resident or present in Jamaica. Okay?
Well,
I mean,
Madam
or
Chairman,
present in Jamaica.
Members, hold a minute. Just allow the committee, the member Buchanan is still making his intervention, after which the opposition leader will make his intervention.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Minister, is a matter for you, but it's just if we tighten the language, it may very well just encompass all of it to say present in Jamaica. Because they ordinarily reside in Jamaica is a legal term of art. I'm just raising again that it may, and I will agree with the member from West Central.
So your suggestion is remove ordinary resident and just put presence in Jamaica.
Present in Jamaica, because it certainly, and I don't know if the drafters are here, but it would prevent somebody from raising jurisdictional issues, and persons may say that they have some concerns that it's not for you because you know ordinary reside, and there's a time limit to be ordinarily residing in Jamaica.
Okay, with due respect, presence is wider, so we can go with it. So, Madam Speaker,
Minister, the house sounds very like humming almost of talk, like several conversations happening at the same time. So members and Minister, I'm gonna ask Minister to allow the opposition leader to make his intervention, after which, Minister, if we are still having this discussion, I would recommend that we move on from clause 2 for now, go through the remainder, and in that time you would do the consultations and come back to clause 2. Somehow the house sounds very noisy though. For those who are watching football, you may leave the committee meeting, because I think we're hearing something else, because I'm looking at members and I'm not really.
All right, so we are going to run out of time. I'm going to take this very point again next week, but to say to you that what you are watching is why the party leader, Mark Jefferson Golding, is the party leader. He is a legislative drafter. He has amended the most legislation in the Parliament history, and as we debate interpretation to ensure that there's no absurdity as we go along, persons are entitled to make their contributions without people thinking what the worst that it is. I'm just putting that out there because I get a sense that there are so many persons that are misguided. Don't confuse brilliance with disagreement, and then from that you have interpretations. Know your place. I'm going to leave it at that. That's context matters for July 16th. I will take it up again. Feel free to message me, leave a comment. We can have conversations outside of this, but that's it for this week. Blessings and take it easy.